Sammy Baugh, though 36 years old and with 15 seasons of full competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about news from the legal tampering period of the free agency and the new NFL year starting tomorrow. This and much more. Live with Aaron and John.
Magic, dude. Fitzmagic. Fitzmagic is the man who's going to take us to the promised land.
The man with the plan.
He's the man with the plan across the water.
Excellent.
Anyway, what's up, dudes? Hopefully everybody can hear us and see us. Yep. My gosh, dude, I swear. Windows updates, Zoom updates. These updates, blah, blah, blah. You don't do a podcast for a week and all of a sudden you're 12 updates behind on 100 different pieces of software.
Yeah.
But that matters not. We're here to talk about the man of the hour. John's favorite old quarterback.
The man with the beard.
And mine.
The beard.
The beard power.
Fitzmagic, dude.
Magic.
He is Fitzmagic is going to join tomorrow after the legal tampering period is over and the normal time of free agency starts. And we're going to have Ryan Fitzpatrick as our new starting quarterback.
Dude, when I first saw this morning, 2 minutes before you texted me at 6 a.m.
Yeah. Because I had been up for a while already. I was like, I got to send it to him.
My initial thought is, dudes, what's going on with this? Why did we get him? And then I started thinking about how perfect this was in so many ways.
Yeah.
And I'm actually pumped about it. One, he's a smart dude. He went to Harvard, first of all.
He's a super smart dude.
He's well respected amongst teammates. And it's pretty much like they're replacing that aspect of losing what's his face?
Alex Smith? Dude, this dude is the exact opposite of Alex Smith. Alex Smith, I'm glad he's alive, glad he's able to walk, all that stuff. It's a modern miracle. Dude was the most boring quarterback, and we never should have gotten him in the first place. Everyone who listens to Harry Hog Football knows that I was never a fan of Alex Smith.
Yeah.
Fitzmagic, on the other hand, he's a virtual gunslinger, man. He's gonna be running around the field like scrambling for 4th and 18s and throwing the ball like willy-nilly. I mean, Alex Smith goes for like 1 touchdown and no interceptions and 130 yards in a game, and you win 19-18.
Yeah, dude.
Fitzmagic's gonna be like 43-37, like 430 yards.
Yeah. And this brings me to my second point. I was listening to the Al Galdi podcast today.
Yeah.
And he brought up a bunch of good points about Fitzmagic that I didn't even know about. The last 2 seasons, he's been in the top 10 for a QBR, quarterback rating. Top 10.
Yeah.
All right?
He was benched. He was benched last year for Tua for and kind of an unknown reason. I mean, I know what they were doing. Everyone knows what they were doing, but they were winning with him. And then they put in Tua, and they were not winning as much.
Yeah. Anyway, let me see. So there's that. There's the fact that his QBR rating was super, super high. Last year, I think he was number 5, and the year before he was number 8. And the year before that, I guess he didn't play as many games, so he wasn't eligible for that whatever rating. It's just the top, 30-some rated quarterbacks. Here's the second number, and you guys can look up what the actual number is because I'm not a stats man. Josh, our stats man, is always MIA. But this was the most interesting that I got so pumped about because they said that Fitzmagic's passing yards per completion, I guess is the word, or yards per pass, was like 9.7. It was like top of the leagues. Top of the leagues, dude.
As opposed to Alex Smith, who's like 0.7 yards per pass.
Do you know who the bottom two quarterbacks were last year?
Alex Smith and Dwayne Haskins.
Yep.
I didn't even have to think about that one.
So if
Alex
that's
Smith and Dwayne the Pain Haskins.
dude, I mean, we're trying to woo one of these top receivers here. If you look back, all the passing yards that he throws to these guys, like a few years ago, Deshaun Jackson was like catching bomb after bomb when he was at Tampa Bay.
When he wasn't hurt.
Yeah. I'm just saying. At first I was like,
He's
how are we?
He's a gunslinger, dude. It's going to be like fireworks. He's going to throw the ball downfield so many games. It's not going to be 25 passes for 1 yard in the flat to McKissick.
Yeah. And I know. So there's that got me pumped. And then the other thing that got me pumped is just because we got Fitzmagic does not, in my opinion, does not mean that we're not going to try to draft a quarterback if they fall to us. Because
they actually are still looking at Darnold and trading for him, as well as what you're talking about. Because I agree with that. I think before I saw the thing on Darnold, I was like, they may draft a quarterback anyway. Mm-hmm. Maybe like in a later round.
I could see him even getting one in the first round, and here's why. Fitzmagic, is only going to be a 1 or 2 year dude.
Right, yeah.
He's already been in that position where he was mentoring his, replacement, Tua and whatnot. I wouldn't be surprised if we're sitting at 19 and one of these top 4 quarterbacks falls to us. I wouldn't be surprised if we draft him and let him learn under Fitzmagic for a year.
Yeah, really. Because we haven't re-signed Kyle Allen yet.
I thought we did. I think we did.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty much sure. Kenny Ken, I don't know if he's on here. But
I am checking Redskins.com right now. Excuse me. Let's see what we've got here. The team.
Because Kenny Ken said it would only cost us like $800,000 if we cut him. That's what he said.
For Kyle Allen?
Yeah, Kyle Allen.
Well, I guess.
Here's the other thing.
He would cost like $850,000 or something like that. Okay, we did tender. We tendered him on 310. We also tendered Cam Sims today, another receiver.
Okay.
So he's an exclusive rights free agent, and that means that teams that we have the right to first refusal on exclusive rights. Exclusive rights free agent? I don't know. They've all got different names now. I was thinking like a restricted, but that's a different category. All right, never mind. Anyway, he's an exclusive rights free agent. I don't know if other teams are going to be able to try to make a move on him or not, or if we get first refusal. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, Kenny Ken in the middle of the night, because this dude's always up, was saying that we could cut him for $800. There it is. Like object just said it. There.
He's a free agent.
He signed it. Kenny Ken said he signed it.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so we could cut him after he signed his tender.
Yeah. And then all right. So, or here's the other thing. Say one of these top 3 or 4 quarterbacks falls to us somehow, or we trade up and get one, and he kicks butt in preseason like you would hope. Somewhere near the end of preseason, Fitzpatrick is going to look very attractive to some team that has an injury or whatever. We could always trade him if that were the case. I think. I think it's a win-win situation for us.
I think it's good all the way around. You can never have too many quarterbacks. Because you said, you can always trade somebody.
Yeah. Especially going into camp. If we want to have 4 or 5 or 6 quarterbacks going into camp, go for it.
Yeah, why not?
As long as we get the best ones and not slackers like Dwayne Haskins anymore.
You heard Ron Rivera talking about that last year. So saying that he went with Dwayne Haskins, he shouldn't have done that. Should have made it an open competition. And
oh yeah, did you hear what he
Magic
said?
is supposed to start, but these people are still pushing for Taylor Heineke to start. Which, I mean, the legend of Taylor Heineke.
It's a nice shirt.
Although I'm not. Thank you very much. Somebody bought it for me.
I think we should just see what happens. I mean, I would like to see all of the quarterbacks that we've got in the stable, so to speak, in the parlance of our times.
Yeah.
Get time in preseason. So what's the deal with preseason now anyway? Are there games this year? Are those just gone forever?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Know. We don't even know if we're going to have a 17th game this year or not. We might have a 17th game, but it's not for sure.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, so that's something we'll have to figure out in the future.
There's other things I couldn't figure out either. So it looked like there was at one point there was a news article that came out, and I'm all confused about this, that said that the salary cap actually went up this year. But then later on, there was something else that said it went down.
No, I put reports up that Ian Rappaport has said some stuff like that, and he said that it was going from like 185 to 190, and I was like, so it's going to go up, but I didn't realize it was at 198 something, and so they were saying it was going to go down to like 180, and he was like, no, it's going to go up. It's going to go down, but not as far as people think.
Oh, okay.
And actually, the cap now is 182.5.
So it went down, but not as much as people thought it was going to be.
Not quite.
Okay. And we still have a ton left, right? So we got Fitzpatrick. I don't know if the complete details of the deal went through, but I think it's around $10 million for 1 year.
$10 million. It can be 12, I think, with incentives, or 12 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
According to overthecapspace.com, yesterday we had 38.9 million.
Okay.
Now we're going to sign Fitzmagic. We're signing Happy Hopkins. Hopefully we get him some competition.
Let's talk about that in a minute, but go ahead.
We're going to sign Cam Sims. We know those guys. So
what's Cam Sims, like $10? How much is he?
He's definitely going to be under $1 million per year.
I would hope.
Yeah. We'll have to see. We need ourselves a better court, or a better wide receiver core, though. We need a good person, whether it's through the draft or one of the few top guys like Kenny Galladay, who you've been talking about.
We need to get him.
Go with that guy. Yeah.
Just go get him.
Just go get him.
So this is basically what I think about the Fitzpatrick thing. It's a cheaper Alex Smith that can actually throw the ball down the field, and he's not on one leg.
I'm telling you, like in the first game or two, you're going to see him scramble for like a 4th and 18 in the fourth quarter to like keep us in a game, or to like extend a drive to keep a lead or something like that. Like Alex Smith can't even run.
No.
So, I mean, he's got drop foot. He's got like a lift on his leg that he wears. He has to use in the game. So it makes a lot of sense. I mean, this is a really, really, Fitzpatrick is not great, but he's really, really good.
Sign up Kenny G.
There's some games. Galladay. Dude, hit your refresh button down there.
Oh, yeah. So apparently this is Discord's this problem with the object. I object. The problem with object, according to the little research I did on it earlier today when I thought I fixed it, is that it's some coding problem with the Discord, and they won't fix it. They know about it, but they haven't fixed it since they came out with the new version. So basically, if you hit this refresh button, it won't say object or something. That's only thing I can do. Some guy was like, if you put this snippet of Java code in, it'll refresh automatically for you. And I'm like, where do I put it?
Yeah.
I don't
like.
Thanks for the help, dude.
The Java code.
Thanks for the help. Anyway, so object is in there.
All right, dude. Happy Hopkins. What do you want to talk about with Happy Hopkins?
Dude, I'm not done with receivers yet.
Okay. All right. Cam Sims.
So
Kelvin Harmon. He's coming back. Kenny Galladay. We need him.
Kelvin Harmon, I forgot about that dude.
7th round pick. He's out there, though.
All right, let's talk about who's left.
Right.
And you tell me if any of these guys are actually gone. I'm sure Kenny Ken will tell me because he knows like every player in the entire league and what they're doing at this moment. I'm just looking at right now the top free agents list according to NFL.com. So forgive me if I'm not up to the minute. Don't forgive them though; they should know. The 6th ranked overall remaining free agent is Kenny Galladay.
Yeah.
Now, I saw the numbers on these, dude, and it got me excited. He has like one in his first however many games, 70 games or whatever. He has one less touchdown than Calvin Johnson and like less than 100 less yards than Calvin Johnson being thrown to by the same quarterback. So it's pretty easy to compare that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's with the Lions.
Yeah. So that pumps me up about him. But if we can't get him, I mean, surely we have enough money right now to get him. If we can't,
I mean, it might depend. It might be like what's his face, Amari Cooper, who just was like he's a big Cowboys fan. He didn't want to leave the Cowboys, even though we offered him more money.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing I was asking you about this morning. We were talking about Fitzmagic coming in, and I was like, do you think that's going to be enough for us to get one of these high-end wide receivers, or do we need to like wait till the draft to get somebody? Because there's a lot of people in the draft. It's going to be a wide receiver rich draft.
Yeah,
but I think we need one of these veterans who's ready to play like right now.
I think we need someone that's proven, and then if there's a bunch of them in the draft, get another dude.
Yeah, really. Why not?
But I think Galladay. If you go the next dude is Will Fuller, who had a PED suspension last year.
Yeah, Will Fuller's always hurt. He's always hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And last year, the fact that he had a PED suspension tells me he's getting hurt more. You know, because that's what they do. They do the PEDs because they keep getting hurt. So they're like, oh, I'll use PEDs and I'll get quicker. I'll get better quicker. Uh-huh. So I mean, I think he's probably going to go downhill really quick. I would really kind of stay away from him. Honestly.
So then right after him, according to NFL, we've got Curtis Samuel and Juju Smith-Schuster. Is Curtis I thought someone signed Samuel. Did I not see that?
Someone did too.
Maybe not. But anyway, what are those dudes? One of those guys.
Juju. We can take Juju.
Take him or Samuel. Samuel played for the Panthers, so
and Juju, of course, with the Steelers.
Yeah. I'll take any of those dudes. There's still like 3 top dudes that I'd be willing to spend some money on in there.
You know who else is a top dude at his position that's out there right now?
Are you going to bring him up? I know who you're talking about.
I know pothead, Trent Williams.
Who are you talking about? Because that guy's dead to me.
Are you a pothead, Williams?
Would you bring Williams back right now for this team? Yes or no? If they were like, hey, Williams said he wants to come back. All of his beefs were with Bruce Allen and Jay Gruden, and he's on board with Ron Rivera.
Yeah, all that stuff. I don't know.
And he wants to retire a Redskin. What would you say?
I think he's asking for a lot of money because that's why the 49ers haven't re-signed him yet. So,
how did he do last year? I mean, pretty good?
He actually did pretty well.
Okay. And his helmet fits now? Everything's good with that on that front?
His helmet fits, helmet fits. I don't know if they were able to scalp a lot of piece of that for that bump on his head up in the padding of the helmet.
They chiseled out some of the helmet pad.
Man.
Our guys couldn't handle it, though.
Man, forget that guy. He's dead to me. God, man, he just really pissed me off. I think there would be a lot of bad blood for him coming back. Yeah. All the times he got suspended for smoking pot.
He was good.
Again.
He is good, though, dude.
He is good. That's the problem.
Yeah. And while did we already talk about Scherf, or we haven't done a podcast since he got his? We haven't done one since he got his tag thrown on him again for the second year.
Yeah, second year in a row. I think we're paying a little.
Is he getting like $18 million or something?
Something like that. And he's I don't know. He doesn't finish the season. I mean, he's an all-pro. I get it, but I don't know. I'm glad that we tagged him again, so it's only 1 year and it's not like a long contract that could eat up more salary cap space in the future. Because I have a feeling he may get hurt again.
I don't know, because this year he played pretty good. The year before, we were like,
he was hurt. He was hurt the year before too.
Yeah, so when we said that he sucked, and I think that tainted my view of him. But now I'm like, I don't want him to play on the franchise tag. I want him. They need to sign him to a long-term deal before the season so that we can free up some of that money. And we can't lose any more offensive line. Our offensive line is still shaky, and we found some decent play last year somehow. But
even
we need
with
to add
Schweitzer
to
brothers in there.
We need to add to it. The Schweitzers. You know, Dr.
And that's like that one little bit of me that's like, man, maybe we could welcome back Trent Williams, I guess.
He's going to want too much.
Oh,
but only if we have enough left over after we get a receiver like Galladay.
Yeah, really.
And we might. Who knows? Trent Williams is actually the number 1 ranked free agent right now.
Is he really?
Yeah, according to the NFL.
He's just asking for so much more money than he's gotten. I mean, I get it. You want to get as much money as possible. But this is a lesson I keep trying to teach people. Tom Brady took millions less than he could have gotten year after year after year so the Patriots could build around him. And they won 6 Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wasn't taking the $30 million. He was taking like 25. It's like, give the other 5 to other people. Because, I mean, how many millions do you need? So some people, they want every bit of money. I get it. But, man, I mean, sometimes I've already made like $40 million. You know, I can deal with $5 million this year instead of 7, you know?
And by Tom Brady doing that, though, he invested in himself because he wanted a winning team.
Exactly. And we did not see that. We didn't see it with like Russell Wilson, Sean Watson, guys like that. We kind of saw it with the Chiefs, with Pat Mahomes, because he signed the contract early. It's going to be friendly to them at the end of the contract if they go through the whole thing. But I mean, Jared Goff's contract is huge. Matt Stafford's contract is huge.
What's up, dude? I just saw we got CJ Shoot's photo over in the YouTube chat. What's up, man?
Oh, hey, CJ Shoot's photo. What's up?
What's up, dude?
What's up?
Dude, David Herzing just said that the 49ers offered Trent $80 for 4 years. To which I say, never mind. The conversation has ended for me.
Yep. No. Yep. Exactly.
He's 33.
Done. Yeah.
No, that guy. If I were the 49ers, I'd be like, pfft. All right, dude.
Really? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. 80 for 4. No. No.
You know, the Bears are talking about trading wide receiver Anthony Miller.
Is he any good?
He's good. It says he is a productive and talented slot receiver, according to Adam Schefter. He's all right.
I wanted Robinson, though.
Exactly. I was about to say, if you want someone, you wanted Robinson, not this guy. But no, I mean, this guy's good, but he's not a number 1 receiver, put it that way. He's not the big, deep threat guy.
I want Kenny Galladay. We just need to go make that happen and be done.
Like you and I, when we wake up tomorrow morning, Kenny Galladay signed with the Washington football team.
And I'll be ready. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait. Will and Maryland when we need him. Where's WMS in Maryland. What, you got some breaking news? Kenny Golladay signed with us?
No, I have some bad news. Do you guys remember Ty Nitschke? That humongous offensive lineman? Guess what team he just signed with?
Cowgirls.
His hometown Cowgirls.
That's fine. He's probably old and sucky by now. Sucky Nitschke.
That's who they got to be a backup, man. Dallas's offensive line is so bad that Andy Dalton left to go to the Bears.
Oh, speaking of,
go to the Bears.
Let's talk about that huge deal that they gave Kenny Ken's favorite player, Dak. Dak. What did he get? It was something gigantic, which I like because that's less money they can spend on other players.
Well, dude, they've invested. They invested more in Amari Cooper than we would have. They invested a ton of money, like $30 million a year, in Dak, Coda. And they also have that long-term, really expensive deal that they made with their running back.
And they're not going to be able to re-sign him again because of Dak. And they have no offensive line.
Their offensive line is finally really hitting the side of the dumpster.
You know who else they're not going to be able to sign? Amari Cooper. He's not going to sign again.
I don't know.
They're not going to have enough money. These dudes are money hogs.
I know, but remember, Amari Cooper signed to be there because he likes the Cowboys, because he's like a Cowboy fan.
Oh, okay.
Over Washington. Like, we were going to give him more money and he wouldn't come here.
Yeah.
But we also had Alex Smith as the quarterback. So.
Yeah, Alex, Mr. 2 Yard.
Woo! Sorry. Woo!
Here I am. Hike.
Woo!
Mr. Lateral.
Where's J.D. McKissick?
Mr. Lateral himself. Mr. Lateral.
Hearts of the flat. Mr. Lateral. Whoa.
Mr. Lateral.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa. Mr. Lateral. Whoa.
Nacho. What if I refresh this NFL free agent list and people just start disappearing off of it? Boop, there went Golladay. Like our draft in like fantasy football. Oh yeah, that reminds me. If you guys are interested in being in the fantasy football league, you still have a little bit of time, but you got to go into our Discord server, and there is a channel on there for
Dog football, fantasy football league?
For the fantasy football league. Somewhere. I thought it was. I don't even see it anymore. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's on there. So you just go in there, and then our buddy over there at Sean N., the injury specialist, and our winner for the last 12 years. What's his name? I feel bad because I forget his name every time. He's like, you guys never get my name right.
Who are you talking about?
The winner of the fantasy football league, like the last 4 years, he still has the trophy. He hasn't had to
Mister?
No, it's someone else. We haven't heard from Mr. in a long time.
Yeah, he's around.
Anyway, if you go in there,
fantasy football, so
I know. Anyway, if you go in there, you can hit those people up and see if there's any space in the league.
Yes, sir.
Someone told me they called the hog line. It was X Factor 357.
That's right. Yeah, dude.
Dude, you gotta. I gotta try to get that on here for next time. Don't let me forget. So X Factor, I forgot to download it, but we will do that, and we will play it next week. Next time that we do a podcast.
Next time.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to talk about some other news. How about some defectors from the squad?
Oh, yeah. You're my favorite linebacker, Kevin Pierre-Louis.
It's Lewis.
Dude, it's like 50-50 in the press.
Let's just agree to call him KPL.
KPL. Well, this is the last time we're going to call him anything because he's cut. Well, he left.
Same
Who
difference.
he signed with?
The Broncos.
I don't even remember.
No, Darby went to the Broncos.
Went to the. They gave him $30 million. I don't know how much it's guaranteed, but I was like, there's no way the Redskins are giving that injury-prone guy who had his first season, 4th year in the league. His first season last year was the first year he didn't get hurt.
He did really well last year, though.
He did rather well.
But
the
let's
Eagles
look at it,
fans
though.
all said that he was good there when he was up with the Eagles. They said he was good. He was just hurt all the time. So
Let's look at it, though.
yeah.
Let's look at it. He did really well last year, but look at all the pressure we had up front. You know, I mean, that front line of ours can make cornerbacks look better than they are. Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Quarterbacks look good.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was like the same thing happens to him that happened to Norman when he went from the Panthers to us.
Yeah, I think he's just going to get hurt again. Speaking of Josh Norman, is a free agent if you want to sign him. Bashad Breeland is also a free agent.
They're not in the top ranks on here. Where are they in the top 100?
I think they've fallen down a little bit. I'm sure Josh Norman's probably pretty used to being at the top. Not.
Dude, T.Y. Hilton's available. That dude's good. Has he gone downhill?
He's old, man. Yeah, he's pretty
31. Old. Okay.
He is not a number one receiver. We need number one.
I know we do. Or number
and
two.
We need some linebackers, dude. We might draft a linebacker at 19.
We need 3 linebackers.
We need 3 linebackers, especially because Kevin Pierre-Louis left.
There's KJ Wright available. From I don't know anything about him, to tell you the truth. Richard Sherman's available, dude. That guy seems like he must be 100 years old. He's been around forever.
He sure, and he, he's a small guy. When Darryl Green was here, he played here for 20 years.
Yeah.
Those guys don't usually last that long.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy has been starting to go downhill pretty well. Man, Dustin Hopkins going to get $1.9 million guaranteed?
Are you kidding me? That guy, he needs to be cut. I don't even know why we signed him.
Well,
I wanted to cut him last year.
We don't have we don't have anyone else. Who are we going to get? Who are we going to put in there instead of him?
About 500 colleges all had kickers. One of them has to be better than him.
One of them has to be better than Happy Hopkins.
One of them. If they're not, go to get a soccer player. Go get Mia Hamm or somebody.
go get Carly Lloyd.
Yeah, get her. She was trying out with the Eagles last year.
I know. Yeah, that's because that other girl's married to one of those Eagles.
Ertz, but I don't even think he's there anymore.
He might be. He might have signed. No, I think he re-signed there.
Did he? I don't know.
Anyway, our secondary, we got Kendall Fuller.
Kyle Van Noy is available.
Kyle Van Noy, yeah. We got Moreland and we got Stroman. Fabian Moreau is also an unrestricted free agent. So, I mean, we got some work to do. And we need 3 linebackers.
At least. A couple more linemen.
So that's what's really going to be important over the next 48, 72 hours in free agency, because we need right now we got to get the guys like a couple of the best guys available, not Trent Williams, but we should get Galladay, and we're going to have to pay money for him. That happens sometimes. He's a number 1 receiver.
Pay up. Just get him.
Pay up, dudes.
Go get him opposite of McLaurin with Gunslinger Fitzmagic back there. People are going to be scared in this division.
Dude, on the other side, our linebackers were like a bunch of. It was just doo. It was just poo. It was linebackers. They were just out there like 2 years in a row. They've been so freaking slow. There's got to be better linebackers we can re-sign. It's got to be.
So slow, dude. So slow. Remember what I posed a question, not even really thinking. I just threw it out to you a few weeks ago. What if we move Collins to linebacker? Because he can't cover anyone. He's good at hitting people.
I don't think he's big enough to be linebacker, though. I don't even think he's like Teddy Bruschi big.
Okay.
He's certainly not Sean Taylor big. And Sean Taylor, he could have been a smaller linebacker.
I love Sean Taylor. Dude, what was your favorite memory of Sean Taylor? Kick hurl around the world play? That was mine.
It's got to be the kick hurl around the world.
And the Pro Bowl with the punter.
And the Pro Bowl, of course.
Oh man.
Dude,
we've gone through so much turmoil with this team. We had the tragedy with him. We had the stupid the stupid what was it? Where they took all of our money, cap money, because of some
$36 million
collusion
in cap
for
money
collusion.
because of collusion during Shandy the Elder's failed tenure.
Like the Assassin's Creed look, John.
It's gonna be a burgundy and gold like blade on my arm.
Object says, I like the Assassin's Creed look. Here, let me hit refresh. It was CJack17. That's CJ Shoots photos. Other name. All right.
I've climbed pyramids. I've climbed the Sistine Chapel.
Good for Darby though for going to another team and after having a great season. Because here's what I say: when we're trying to bring some of these younger cornerback dudes in, if we see promise, be like, hey, you come to this team, our front line is going to make you look good, and you're going to get paid by somebody if it's not us. You're going to want to come here.
We're going to make average cornerbacks look good in Washington.
Oh, the Caps are on. Oh, they're not playing the Islanders tonight, are they? Because we're missing that. Oh, Object says it's Shanny. He's watching them. What's going on? I watched them. Was it last night? 6-0. I think so. 2 nights ago.
Maybe that was last night's. Maybe it's replaying. I don't know.
No, it was last night. It was 6. It was 6-0. They just destroyed Buffalo.
Yeah,
like it was insane. Grade 8.
Buffalo's bad.
Obviously, dude.
Obviously,
dude, they had the puck. There was one play where the Buffalo had the puck sitting behind our goalkeeper, and it was just sitting on the ice for like a second and a half. It seemed before like someone hit it away. It was just sitting there, like he didn't know where it was, and they couldn't even like stick it. No. It was bad, dude. They were bad.
Hampton Roads Norfolk Admirals. East Coast Hockey League. Fight night.
Yeah. Oh, it's 0-0. Thanks for keeping us posted on that, Shanny. I forgot that was on. That's a huge game, too.
Barry Trotz, man. Should never let him go.
Did you say you got the Trotz?
No, I said Barry Trotz, the coach.
Oh, I saw you said you had the Trotz and you need to go.
Trotz.
Okay.
Oh, man. Well, dude.
The legend of the Trotz.
So, we got Fitzmagic tomorrow officially. But again, we might still be like working on Darnold. We might still be working on other trades. Who knows? But I feel pretty confident at quarterback, I guess. But again, like you were saying, we need to draft a guy. But that number 1 pick and that 19 pick, I mean, we could get a number 1. We could get a really good wide receiver. We could bring a really good linebacker.
Yeah. And we will discuss the draft in a couple weeks, but not tonight.
Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, by the way.
Yeah, too bad I'm not going anywhere for St. Patrick's Day. I was on Slack with our colleague. His name is Ronan O'Shea, and he lives in Ireland. And I asked him if
Does he live in Dublin?
No, I'm not sure where he lives. He told me, but
2/3 of the people live in Dublin.
Some small town that's not that. Anyway, I asked him if the Irish people, how they felt about other countries celebrating their holiday. And he said he doesn't care, or they don't care because the Irish are everywhere. So they don't have a problem with it. He said what he does have a problem with is people calling it St. Paddy's Day. They hate that.
Do they really?
That's what he said. And he said, and what is green beer? And I was like, I don't know. I have the dark stuff.
Budweiser, yeah.
And I was like, it's Bud Light with green food coloring in it. Man, anyway,
the dark stuff with green food coloring in it will look like
dark stuff. It'll look like sewer water.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, Here, well, hold on. Do they put green food coloring in it, or do they put blue because yellow and blue?
No, they put
Make
green.
green.
They do that in Chicago. They dye the Chicago River green.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You'll see it tomorrow morning. Okay.
We didn't get to finish.
Class, okay.
We didn't get to finish talking about KPL.
Okay.
I know you're really upset about KPL leaving because you thought he was, on par with London Fletcher or LeVar Arrington or one of those top-notch guys. But I'm happy that he's gone.
Talked about him the other day and said that he was really impressed with him specifically, and I was like, Ron Rivera, you're full of crap.
And then he let him walk.
It was a few days, and then they just let him walk away. I was like, that is such a. He walked to the Texans, whose defense is awful.
And also, the other linebacker, what's his name, Davis, left and signed with the Panthers for one day and then retired.
Right. Yeah.
So there's two of our slow linebackers gone.
Right.
Is Brian Anderson even on the squad even more, or did he leave a while back? I think we might still have him.
Is he a free agent? Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't think we picked up his whatever.
Why would we? That's a very good thing. It's like you don't even want to bother with that. I mean, Brian Anderson has been lackluster all the way around.
Yeah. I don't know. There's nowhere to actually know who's still on our roster. It's not like Redskins.com actually, keeps the roster up to date.
Oh yeah. That's never good. I'm looking on there now, but there's nothing on it. But then again, free agency doesn't really start until tomorrow, legally. So I guess they really can't write anything on it if you're thinking about it that way.
The legal tampering period.
We're in legal tampering.
Welcome to the legal tampering period. It's so dumb. Just think of that phrase, legal tampering.
They did it because of stupid teams like Dan Snyder's Redskins, who were signing CC's Pizza dude, Hainsworth, all that money on 12:01 as 1 minute into the signing period. And they obviously were illegally colluding with the guy. Or else they wouldn't have the sign. They just put the contract in front of him at 12:01. They're like, there you go, sign it. They already had it done. So the league was just finally we just need to have a legal tampering period because this is dumb. Because everyone's doing it.
Just don't call it legal just call it something else. Call it pre-free agency grace period or something like that. But legal and tampering, they just don't go together. The LTP.
I think it was because that year that we signed Hainsworth. It was that year. I think the year after that they came up with that.
I can't stand
I don't know
Hainsworth.
for sure, but I do really remember it because it was such a big stink about us getting him.
Let me ask you this question.
And of course, stink should have been there, like that brown, like that green beer.
You started to touch on this a little bit. Do you feel at this point last year? Do you feel more or less comfortable with the quarterback position?
I feel like 100% more. No, I can't say 100% because that would be if we had like a superstar. I feel like 70% better. And then when I realized that our guy was Alex Smith and Dwayne Haskins, I feel 1,000% better that we've got this. Fitzmagic.
Yeah.
Look, Fitzmagic is gonna have games where you're just like, what are you doing, dude? You just threw like 2 sixes into this game. You're terrible. But he's also gonna have games where he's gonna throw 450 yards and a bunch of touchdowns. He's just gonna air it out. It's gonna be so much more exciting than it's been in Washington for years. Years.
Yeah. Someone is not afraid to throw the ball down the field.
It's probably the most exciting it's been in Washington since 2012 and RG3's rookie season,
which was 9 years ago.
Yeah, and that includes all the Kirk Cousins times because he didn't usually throw it out really deep. I remember
Kirk
that one
Cousins.
game.
He's just so vanilla, is what I want to say.
He did have that one big game in a very windy game. I think it was against the Ravens at FedEx Field, and he just dinged downfield. And that one, like throwing it through the wind, didn't matter. But most of the time, he didn't do that. And I don't know. I'm sure that was partially game planning as well. But anyway, I mean, it's been like 9 years since we've had a very exciting time with the quarterback.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is not an exciting guy to watch.
No, he's okay.
Yeah,
he's
really
all right.
Good.
But I mean, that just shows you how important the quarterback position is, because he's not a superstar. He's good. Some people say he's really good, but that guy's made so much money with. I mean, they re-signed him in Minnesota. They re-signed him after those 3-year contracts.
Oh, that contract's done? The one where he had the guaranteed money, all of it? And he's on another one?
They may have like put 2 more years, so it ended up being a 4-year one, but it's all guaranteed. I can't remember all the stuff on it, but like it's all guaranteed. All of it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. But that's what I'm saying is that even if you have a good or really good quarterback, you have to lock that guy down, because there are almost no really good to really good to great quarterbacks. And I think Fitzpatrick is going to be about the best we're going to have in a really, really, really long time.
Yeah. I mean, I have to agree with you on the quarterback situation being in a much better space than this time last year.
Yeah.
And it's exciting. And then we named all the upsides, and it still doesn't limit us of getting a rookie or getting another guy in there. Because Allen's, and if you want to look at it, Heineke, both of their contracts are cuttable.
They're cuttable, and they're not really very expensive.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And then what's his face? Kenny Ken was saying that our quarterbacks are cheaper than last year. Where was that? Did we already say that? He had it up here.
It's got to be like 3 times cheaper, because Alex Smith was like $25 million or something.
Yeah, where did he put it? He had it up here in the chat somewhere.
And Dwayne Haskins, I think it was on like a $4.4 million deal total for 4 years or something.
Yeah.
Man, that guy just screwed it up. He was just so bad.
Okay, last year, here's what Kenny Ken says. Last year we had Smith at 25 mil, Haskins 25. At 5, and Allen at 700,000. So that's 30,700,000. And this year we got Heineke at like what, 1?
It's like Allen 1 or 1.5 guaranteed this year.
Allen at 800,000, and Fitzmagic at 10 million. So we're at like 12. We're not even at like half. We're like less than half of the quarterback situation last year. And all
that wealth, man.
All of those guys, all 3 of those guys I see playing better than Alex Smith or Dwayne Haskins.
100%.
So yeah, I think that Ron Rivera definitely has the team going in the right direction. There were some dudes in the chat earlier that were worried that we weren't signing enough guys, and I'm like, from what I'm hearing, there's a ton of wide receivers. You don't want to be the person that overpays, and then these other guys, when you could have got a guy a lot cheaper.
Unless it's Galladay.
But I'm not concerned. I'd rather them do what they're doing now, make some key additions thoughtfully, and keep their options open in the draft, then go out and have these overpaid dudes that don't want to be on the team. They just want to make money.
Yep.
So, anyway. I'm pretty pumped to see what happens.
Yeah, dude. And think about the captains that we have on our team now. Chase Young. He's not going to put up with that crap from anybody. People that think they're going to come in and be like fat Albert Haynesworth.
Oh, no. Yeah, and especially now that he's not a rookie anymore.
And he's already captain.
He's a leader. He's coming in there this year. He's crushing skulls from the beginning.
Yeah.
It's no really.
I think the whole defensive line's going to be like that.
Yeah. They don't have to deal with the whole COVID thing, hopefully. Hopefully these vaccines and everything continue and we keep on the decline as far as, those numbers go, and we can get back to something normal. keeping my fingers crossed.
Yep.
But anyway, hopefully it'll be more normal than last year. He doesn't have to deal with that. He's ready to lead, dude. He's going to have a huge year. Huge. McLaurin is going to have a huge year if we get someone opposite of him.
Yeah.
If we get another tight end. If we get another tight end opposite of Logan Thomas, right?
Logan Thomas.
He was huge last year. Huge.
And we could use like a veteran tight end. We'll have to see.
What's going on with that Everett
someone.
dude? What's going on with that Everett guy that I like from the Rams that was like their second
I
guy?
don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know anything about that. guy.
Let me see what tight ends are still left on this list.
While you're doing that, I'm going to talk about Brandon Scherf.
All right, go for it.
Because, another team decided to, who was it? The Chiefs signed Joe Tooney's to a 5-year, $80 million a year. $32.5 million the first 2 years fully guaranteed. So really $48 million over 3 years. That's kind of that's pretty much where Brandon Scherf is going to cost, is like 5-year, $80 million with about 50 of it guaranteed, I would say.
Well, what's he getting this year?
This year is getting around $18 million because he's on the franchise tag.
So
On the
he's
franchise tag, so he gets the median or the mean of the top 5 salaries.
so he's basically making that.
Yeah, for 1 year, yes.
Yeah, so just sign him.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
sign him.
They have to worry about that. Remember, they got to worry about the defensive line because Allen and Payne are coming up. McLaurin's got to be re-signed, and he's going to cost a lot of money. You know, they're probably worried about how some of these guys are going in the future. But you're right. It's Brandon Scherf should be. They need to sign him all the way. I think the biggest thing that they have a problem with is that they're worried about his durability. We'll have to see.
I don't know. I would sign
That's
him.
basically what they're going to have to go with because I don't think that guy is any better than Brandon Scherf is.
Yeah, me either. Oh, dude, Everett is available.
Okay.
I think that dude's good. He's the 72nd ranked free agent available right now. Or still, in the whatever, top 100. Some of them are gone.
Are you
says
sure
Sean
he's not old or something?
He's 27.
Okay.
It says Sean McVay could never fully unlock Everett, but the tight end has the size and speed to carve out a long NFL career. I would like to go get him. I'd like to go get him. Mark 88's asking if we would take Ertz. Apparently, he's been told to find a trade. I would take Everett before Ertz at this point.
You just don't want an Eagle, and I don't blame you.
Well, he wasn't that good last year. Was he injured? What was up with him?
He's just getting old.
Yeah. Dude,
So
get
we'll
Everett.
have to see. I mean, if we get Everett and we've got him and Logan Thomas, Jeremy Sprinkle is a free agent, which is the first and last time we'll ever mention him again. And we'll have to see what we're going to do from there. But if we can get like,
We still have Jeremy Sprinkle, you said?
no, he's a free agent,
Okay.
so he's already gone. But we
Right.
can re-sign him.
No, Everett. I want Everett and Galladay now. I didn't know Everett was available. Everett and Galladay. Dude, imagine that. 2 good tight ends. Another
Big number
awesome
1
receiver. Taking pressure off of McLaurin. And then a gunslinger. And then, yeah, I'm good.
It's exciting, man. It's exciting. We just need to keep going. And we really could use some more offensive linemen as well.
Yeah. Man, I was hoping some news would break here while we were on the air. Or
Right?
on the,
Yeah,
whatever.
I was really excited about this morning when I finally texted you about it, because I kind of figured other cards are going to fall today, but pretty much nothing else other than Cam Sims.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm pretty pumped about this, but I think, should we wrap this thing up? You got any other items that you wanted to actually discuss before we go our merry way and see what happens?
Nope.
All right. Well, where's our outro music? There it is. There it comes. I think that'll about wrap it up for today, y'all. I'm pretty excited about this Fitzpatrick signing. This morning when I first saw it, I wasn't. But then the more that I thought about it and looked at the numbers that he's had the last few years, and that whole 9.7 yards per pass compared to whatever we had before. I don't even know what their numbers was. 2 yards a pass? I don't even know.
McKissick.
I'm actually pretty excited. And the fact that he's not like a young dude, so we can still build a team.
Yeah,
we can still build a team. It's not like you bring in some guy that's 3 or 4 years in the league and that's who you're building around. It's some dude to fill the gap that can do it, has a lot of upside while we find someone else. I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty pumped. And he still gives us a chance to win.
Dude, he gives us a much better chance to win than Alex Smith would have. No offense to Alex Smith.
Anyway, I'd like to thank everyone that's been hanging out in the Discord room, basically keeping me updated on news. I hear about things breaking in our Discord room now before I see it on the news channels.
Yeah.
If you guys want to join the Discord channel, it's discord.gg/5YW5YFT. And that's your invite. So just go in there and you'll join, hang out with all this fellow Redskin Washington football team fans.
Yes, sir. It's right under my left arm.
Yep. If you're watching on YouTube.
Yep.
You can also get the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn Radio, and a bunch of other type places. I'm not sure everyone that has it. Oh, my music ended. I must have talked too long.
Pew, 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 pew.
There, it comes back on again. You can always reach us on Twitter at Harry Hogg and send an email to, I think it's hhfpodcast at harryhogfootball.com.
Oh, no.
Email's so, like, old school now, right?
It really kind of is.
Mm-hmm. You can also leave a message for us on the Hog Line. And if I get my stuff together, we'll play it. Like we're going to play X Factors next time. That phone number is 202-735-1788. And you can leave a message that we'll put on the show.
Maybe.
Do we have anything else we have? We don't have to thank any sponsors. You know why? Because we said long ago we're not having sponsors because we don't want people telling us what to do.
That's right.
Anything else? Except for Ridapoo. And Triangle Casket Store. Those guys are grandfathered in. I think that wraps it up.
I think so.
I will not be able to podcast next week, but hopefully 2 Tuesdays from now we'll be on live on YouTube.
And we'll go through all the detritus of these next 2 weeks that are coming up.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it. I'll talk to you guys next week. Hail to the Redskins football team. And if you see a Cowboys fan,
you know what to do. Joker!
Joker!